Imagine waking up one morning, grabbing your coffee, and opening the local newspaper, only to see your own face staring back at you from the obituary section. That's exactly what happened to me. The headline read, "In loving memory," followed by my name, birth date, and a death date from the previous day. My heart didn't just drop. It felt like it stopped completely. For a terrifying moment, I questioned my own reality. Was I a ghost? Was this some elaborate, cruel joke? My first instinct was to check my pulse. Thump, thump, thump. Okay, definitely alive. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold my phone, but I managed to call my sister. When she answered, I didn't even say hello. I just blurted out, "I'm not dead." You can imagine her confusion. After I frantically explained the situation, her shock turned to a strange mix of horror and hysterical laughter. "Well," she said, "at least we know what picture they would have used." Her dark humor, though a bit jarring, was exactly what I needed to snap out of my panic. The next call was to the newspaper. The poor intern on the other end of the line was probably not trained for the caller as claiming to be the subject of an obituary scenario. There was a long, awkward silence, followed by a stammered apology and a promise to investigate. It turned out to be a classic case of mistaken identity, a colossal, mortifying mix. There was another person with a similar name who had passed away, and somewhere along the line, wires were crossed, and my photos and details were used instead. While they sorted out the retraction, my phone started blowing up. Friends and family, some of whom I hadn't spoken to in years, were calling and texting, their messages a mix of grief, confusion, and eventually, overwhelming relief. I spent the entire day on the phone, reassuring everyone, yes, it's me. No, I'm not a ghost. Yes, it was a mistake. It was the most surreal and emotionally exhausting day of my life. I was essentially attending my own impromptu funeral, just without the casseroles. The experience was a bizarre wake-up call, in more ways than one. Hearing the heartfelt things people said, thinking they had lost me, was incredibly moving. My college roommate called, sobbing, recounting a funny story from our dorm days. My old boss sent an email praising my work ethic. It was like getting a sneak peek at my own eulogy. It made me realize how often we wait until it is too late to tell people what they mean to us. We assume there will always be a tomorrow. That obituary, that massive error, forced me to confront my own mortality. But it also showed me the impact I'd had on the people around me. It was a powerful, albeit terrifying, reminder to live fully and to cherish the connections we have. You never know who is reading your story. In the days that followed, I made a point to call each person back, not just to say I was alive, but to really talk, to catch up, and to tell them how much their panicked calls meant to me. The newspaper printed a correction, of course, a tiny little box on page 7, right next to the classifieds. It read, "Correction. We incorrectly reported the passing of my name. We are pleased to report that he is, in fact, alive and well." It was a comically understated end to a profoundly strange ordeal. My friends found it hilarious and had the correction framed for me. It now hangs in my office as a daily reminder of the day I died and came back to life, all before my second cup of coffee. The whole thing taught me a valuable lesson. Don't take a single day for granted. It also taught me to maybe check my own obituary for factual errors before I actually need it. The world is a strange place, and sometimes the most unbelievable stories are the ones that happen to us. It made me think about the stories we all have, the weird, wonderful, and sometimes downright bizarre moments that shape us. What's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you? Life is so unpredictable. That error in print became a permanent chapter in my life's story. A reminder to laugh at the absurdity of it all and to hold your loved ones close. It's a story I'll be telling for, hopefully, many more years to come. It asks a testament to the fact that you should live a life worthy of a good obituary, but you should also be around long enough to read it, correct it, and laugh about it afterward. Thank you so much for listening to my wild tale. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss our next video. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Until next time, stay curious and live your story.